In life, most of us try to stay honest, keep working hard, and walk the path our heart believes in. But sometimes, just one small moment, one tiny spark of temptation, makes us forget who we really are. Have you ever wondered how a single thought can open the door to a brighter future or shut it forever? Today's story is one you should listen to closely, because every moment inside it teaches how powerful our minds truly are, and how even a good person can lose themselves for just a moment. Many years ago, in a quiet countryside town, lived a young man named Evan, around his late 20s. His life was not easy. Every morning he woke up with a heavy heart, stepped out to look for work, earned a little, came home, cooked a simple dinner, and fell asleep silently in his small wooden room. Evan was not lazy, he was not irresponsible. Life just never seemed to open its doors for him. Still, he held on to honesty, as if it was the only treasure he had. One long evening, after searching the entire town and still not finding any job, Evan started walking back home with tired steps. His feet hurt, his mind was dull, and his hope felt thin. Just then, he heard a voice from behind. "Is anyone here who can help me carry something?" Evan turned around and saw an elderly traveler, white beard, gentle face, slow breathing. Beside him were 3 very large, heavy canvas bags. "Yes," Evan said softly, "I can help." The old traveler replied, "I have to go to the next village. It's a long walk. I can carry 2 bags, but the third is too heavy for me. If you carry it for me, I will reward you with 4 gold coins." Evan nodded. Even though the bag was extremely heavy, he lifted it onto his shoulder and began walking alongside the traveler. As they walked, Evan noticed the old traveler kept glancing at him again and again, a nervous, unsure kind of glance. Evan thought, maybe he's scared, I'll run away with his bag. But he reminded himself, I would never betray anyone. I just want honest earning. After a while, they reached a shallow river. Evan didn't hesitate. He stepped into the cold water and started crossing. The old traveler stayed on the other side. "I am too old," he said. "I cannot cross the water carrying these 2 bags. If I try, I may fall. Could you please carry 1 more for me? I will reward you with 4 more gold coins." Evan agreed. But as he reached out to lift the second bag, the old traveler stopped him. "Promise me you won't run away," he said with a shaking voice. "This bag has silver coins." Evan felt a little hurt. "Why would I run away? Do I look like a thief?" His voice trembled not out of anger, but sadness. "I don't cheat for money. I once worked in a small accounting office. They asked me to lie about someone's loan amount. I refused. I lost that job, but I kept my honesty." Hearing this, the old traveler slowly handed him the second bag. Evan crossed the river and waited. Even the silver coins did not make him think about wrong actions. They continued walking until they reached the bottom of a steep hill. Evan started to climb, balancing both heavy bags. The old traveler remained standing below. "Why are you not climbing?" Evan called. "I am too old," he said again. "I cannot climb with this last bag. If I try, my legs will not support me." "Then give the bag to me," Evan said. "I'll carry it." The old traveler hesitated. This one has gold coins. If you run away, I will never catch you." This time, Evan felt frustration in his chest. "I told you," he said firmly, "I am not that kind of man. I don't betray anyone." The old traveler looked unsure, but after a long pause, he handed the last bag to Evan. Evan began climbing the hill, his legs shaking under the weight of all 3 bags. Halfway up, something happened. A thought, a tiny thought, slipped into his mind. If I run away right now, he cannot catch me. I will be rich. My suffering will end. He is old. Maybe he doesn't need this money anymore. But I am young. I could build a future with this. One thought, then another, then another. And just like that, Evan began running, panting, stumbling, almost falling. He reached his home. His heart was beating fast, half from fear, half from excitement. He dropped the 3 canvas bags on the floor, rushed to open them, and froze. There was no gold, no silver, no coins at all, only small, ordinary stones. His hands shook, his throat dried, his mind went blank. Why? Why would he do this? Evan whispered. He searched the bags again and found a single folded note. He opened it with trembling fingers. I am the guardian of this region, it read. I have no heir. I have been searching for an honest person to trust with everything I have. If you had stayed true to your heart today, I would have adopted you as my successor. You would have received real gold, real wealth, and real guidance. But one moment of weakness has shown me you are not ready to hold such responsibility. Evan felt his chest collapse inward. His knees buckled. He dropped to the floor, staring blankly at the stones that now felt heavier than any treasure. He had been honest his entire life. He had refused lies, even when it cost him. He had survived with dignity, even when life was merciless. But one small, greedy thought, one moment where he let his mind wander, changed everything. His breath grew shallow, his eyes filled with regret. He whispered, "Why didn't I control my mind for just a little longer?" A deep silence filled his room, not the peaceful kind, but the kind that teaches lessons in the harshest way. Every action begins as a tiny spark inside the mind. If we don't catch the wrong thoughts early, they grow. Thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become habits, and habits shape our destiny. Take a deep breath. Watch your thoughts like clouds passing by. Choose which ones you allow to stay. This simple practice can protect your future more than anything else. One thought can change everything. And when we choose the right thought, it guides us toward a life filled with honesty, peace, and clarity. One thought can change everything. If this story touched your heart, feel free to like, share, and subscribe.